Hello. Say hi, doggy. So I had a thought about the phrase hot spots. Like that you gotta wash your hot spots, the armpits, the groin. Living in my van, I don't get a shower every day. I do baby wipes. And my hot spots are my feet and my hands. I do my face once in a while. I could probably have a better complexion. Like I had a pimple there. Um, as far as my pits, I've never been told that I stank. So I do baby. I do take a shower like once in a while, but mostly I do baby wipes, and then I put coconut oil all over my whole body. It's great. I can't show that here. Um, I've heard that coconut oil is antibacterial. I'm sure that might make me a hippy dippy. Whatever, it works. Uh, yeah, hot spot. The feet are the hardest things to take care of, and I'm not ashamed to show you my feet. I keep them trimmed low. I can't actually see where. Oh, there it is. This one's kind of messed up. I want to put a hot needle into that thing, see what would happen. But the others they're good. They're symmetrical. I've used Vibram 5-finger shoes before and mostly walk barefoot. No pain. Yeah. I'm I'm lucky because I've lived a pain-free life for the most part. Like 99% of my life has been pain-free. The reason why I say I'm lucky is I've been born in the right place at the right time, and somehow I just tune into good, just okay things, good things, like just good enough. Acarius, that dude, probably have that wrong. He made wings, glued them with wax, flew too close to the sun. I don't want to do that. I'm going to be 40 in March, and I want to go at least 3 times as long, so 80, 120. Oh, I'd be so embarrassed if that math was wrong. No, I think that's right. But why not? Why not want to live forever? Also, as what's that guy? Jack Sparrow. Who's to say I'm not to live forever? I met him. So, it might sound like bullshit, but I'm one of the people that smoked out Johnny Depp. It was fun. I've never actually put this video on, or this story on the internet. Gotta find one of my lighters. But there's no time like the present. So I actually... Oh, you're going fast. Fuck yeah. So I did find my tripod. I just don't want to set it up. So this story where I smoked out Johnny Depp. I could go back a long way, like how I got into Pirates of the Caribbean. That's a different story. Ooh, that's a cool car. Alright, so I was already in Pirates of the Caribbean. Every day, I was carrying around this little baggie of weed. It was probably like, I stuffed what's between a quarter of an ounce and an eighth of an ounce. Anyway, like I stuffed some in there. It was from my plant called Himalayan Gold. It was the Tip Top Cola. And all of the pirate guys knew. I'm gonna put this out. Yeah, I'll put this out here. So, all of the other pirate extras knew that I was planning to smoke out Johnny Depp, Jack Sparrow, and finally, one night, I had a scene with him. It was when Captain Barbossa was like, was it Barbossa? Yeah, it was the mutiny scene. And I was tied to a pillar, and between shots, Johnny Depp started smoking a cigarette. And as all of us pirate extras, we were told, don't smoke on the boat, and also don't talk to the principal actors. And I was like, fuck one of those rules. So I didn't smoke tobacco at the time. But I asked Johnny Depp, hey, what are you smoking? And he said, Bali Shag, Rizla, rolling paper. I actually have some Rizlas around here somewhere. I'll dig them out eventually. Yeah, here's a pack. They're licorice. Licorice is an expectorant, so like when you smoke, you enjoy it, and then you cough out all the bad shit. But anyway, it was Rizla with Bali Shag tobacco, and for some reason I refused him. I was like, no, I don't smoke. But I told him I was growing weed for a friend of mine who had Hep C. I was his medical grower, and I remember him saying, oh, good for you. I can't do a Jack Sparrow voice impression, but he's like, good for you, man. Then the rest of the night went on. We did our scenes. Yeah, honk. Better a honk than a wreck. Anyway, what I remember specifically about that night, I was so close to these wonderful actors, and they delivered their lines perfectly every single time. The lighting had to be adjusted. Other things, I'm sure, they're like, hey, let's do it again. But they were on point. And I know Pirates of the Caribbean 4 is not like the most loved one, but for me it is. It's the search for the fountain of youth, and I kind of want to live forever. Anyway, so after the night of shooting was done for me, I came off the boat. I was on a pier, and there's a little dinghy that goes from the big boat to the pier, and I made sure that I was in the way. Johnny Depp, pardon me, Jack Sparrow, he came off the boat, and I made sure to put myself in the way of him. And he walked up, and I stuck my hand out. More like that. But anyway, I shook his hand. I was like, have a good night, matey. I had all kinds of hair and dirty teeth, and then Jack Sparrow was like, he shook my hand too. And then there was that moment of recognition where he saw that I palmed something to him, and he was like, "Oh, I will." So he left. He took my little palmed baggie of weedy. Yeah, he took off. All the other pirates, like a dozen of them, they all, yeah, no, probably like 10. I don't want to exaggerate in the story. They rushed me and hugged me, and they were like, "Oh, you did it!" Yeah, it was cool. The next day I did see him on set. I kind of made myself like aware, like known. I was in the same place, but he was like, "Hey, good weed, brother." I was like, "Fuck yeah!" So that's one of the coolest things I've done in the 2010s. I got more cool stuff to do. I love Sofitia more than I ever cared about Johnny Depp. But I hope you enjoyed this story. Bye.